Hello everyone, my name is Abdul Majid, and in today's video I'll be informing you guys about my line of remarks speech. My line of remarks speech is going to be about a topic that I chose to write about. The topic I chose was the Pyramid of Giza, and in fact the Pyramid of Giza is the oldest and the largest of the multiple pyramids in the Giza pyramid complex in present-day Cairo, Egypt. Egyptologists claim it was built for the 4th dynasty and for the pharaoh Khufu. Moving 4,500 years later, questions on how, why, and who built these pyramids remain mystifying and puzzling today. My first picture right here will be representing the pyramids I will be talking about today in the speech. Like I've said earlier, these pyramids are extremely ancient, and in fact they were built in the period of roughly 2,550 to 2,490 BC. Pharaoh Khufu began the first Giza pyramid project, and in fact, his pyramid, the Pyramid of Giza, is the largest in Giza, with a height of 481 feet above the plateau and about 786 feet of the base. It's estimated that 2.3 million blocks were used in the pyramid, weighing an average of 2.5 to 15 tons. In total, the Pyramid of Giza weighs around 6 million tons, which is about 13 billion pounds. This weight is obviously monstrous, and it just doesn't come from nowhere. Archaeologists believe and say that the pyramid builders actually used different types of rocks and different sizes and different heights for different layers, accounting for all that weight. And then here's another picture. It represents the Pyramid of Giza in hieroglyphics. The so-called pyramid builders actually turned out to be the Egyptians themselves. Local civilians and farmers quickly became laborers of about 30 to 100,000 when they streamed to Giza after the Nile flooded for their god, king-like pharaoh. In Egypt, when an ancient godlike pharaoh is in need for workers, the workers quickly flock to them. It's kind of like ensuring your afterlife, and at the same time, their work is going to benefit the prosperity of Egypt. In our case, in this speech, at the time of the pharaoh was Khufu, and he ordered all these laborers to build his temple called the Pyramid of Giza. And all the workers obviously willingly worked, and they seen this as a win-win situation because they could ensure their life after death from their god, and they would help their nation in the end. So this whole process took about 27 years to complete, and the Egyptians back then were actually a very intelligent group of people who used many different and clever ways to help them building each structure. First of all, they used ramps and a ramp system to haul alabaster stones from a quarry. This system was composed of a central ramp flanked by 2 staircases with numerous post holes, using a sledge which carried a stone block and was attached with ropes and wooden posts. Ancient Egyptians were able to pull up alabaster blocks out of the quarry on very steep slopes of about 20% or more. And then here's my third picture representing our assumption of ancient Egypt and how these workers worked the pyramids. Although these pyramids have been here for thousands of years, we still don't have a clear understanding of the engineering blueprint to this day. We don't have that understanding of how the workers and how the workers' mechanism of cutting the hard stones like red granite, and we still don't know how the ancient Egyptians lifted blocks weighing hundreds of tons up the sides of the pyramids. Not only that, we also don't know how, and all of these different types of rocks were transported to Giza. With all of this unknown information, we do know that these builders were very skilled, well-fed, and lived in temporary cities. Archaeological digs on the fascinating site have revealed a highly organized community of rich resources that must have been backed by strong central government authority. It's also very likely that the nearby communities across Egypt contributed to workers with food and other essentials. It sort of became as like a national project for ancient Egypt that displayed wealth and control of the ancient pharaohs. The engineering feats of Giza were very impressive that even today scientists can't be sure to tell how the pyramids were built. Yet they have learned so much about the people who built them and the political power necessary to make it all happen. With all this said, I would like to conclude by saying the ancient Pyramid of Giza is a fascinating treasure that beholds the history of Egypt and will remain a place of question for years to come till we all solve its baffling secrets. Thank you all for listening. I hope you learned something new today about my topic, and some of my sources include nature.com, National Geographic, and history.com. Thank you.